Welcome back to our channel Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're going to explore something really interesting and exciting. So, if you want to find out what you'll learn by staying with us till the end, make sure to watch the whole video. Stay with us, because whatever you might miss could be really important. Let's get started. Rare Coins Hub. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics, the 1982 one dime. At first glance, it may seem like just another dime, but for collectors, this coin has become a symbol of rarity, value, and historical significance. So, if you're new to coin collecting or if you've been at it for years, stick around as we break down everything you need to know about the 1982 one dime and why it has a price tag that can leave many in awe. Let's start with some basic background. The 1982 one dime is part of the series that began in 1946 with the iconic image of Franklin D. Roosevelt on the obverse. The reverse features a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, representing liberty, peace, and strength. The design has remained the same for decades, making the 1982 dime a key player in the history of American coinage. In terms of circulation, the 1982 dime was minted in large quantities across the United States. There was nothing particularly remarkable about its production that year, until you start to look a little closer. You see, 1982 was a pivotal year for the U.S. Mint. It was the transition year between the copper and copper-plated zinc versions of the penny, and that shift also impacted the other coins minted around that time. Some of these slight variations would later spark immense interest in the coin collecting world. Now, why does the 1982 dime hold so much significance today? To understand this, we have to talk about a phenomenon in coin collecting called die varieties. A die variety occurs when a coin is struck with a slightly different design, sometimes caused by wear and tear on the minting dies or by intentional changes during the minting process. The 1982 one dime is known for one very rare die variety, which has caused the value of certain specimens to skyrocket. For most of us, a dime from 1982 is just worth 10 cents. But there's a specific variety of the 1982 dime that stands out because of a small but critical error in the way it was struck. This error involves the placement of the mint mark or, in some cases, a slight variation in the design on the reverse. Though this might sound minor, it's enough to send collectors into a frenzy. This particular error, combined with the coin's condition and rarity, has led some of these dimes to become highly coveted among numismatists. One of the most desirable versions of the 1982 dime is the 1982 no mint mark variety. You may know that coins typically feature a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco, indicating where the coin was produced. But certain 1982 dimes were struck without a mint mark, and these have become incredibly rare, with few specimens surviving in good condition. This oversight makes the 1982 dime an anomaly in U.S. coinage, and as a result, collectors have become very keen on finding them. And while the mint mark-less dimes are noteworthy, there's another aspect of the 1982 one dime that plays a key role in its value: its condition. Like many other rare coins, the state of preservation of a 1982 dime can have a huge impact on its value. Coins in mint state condition, those that have little to no signs of wear and tear, are the ones that fetch the highest prices. Over time, even small imperfections on a coin can drastically reduce its value. Therefore, a 1982 dime that is still in pristine condition could be worth many times more than its face value, especially if it also features the rare die variety or the no mint mark error. This leads us to an important factor in coin collecting: grading. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a perfect coin. The 1982 dime, due to its rarity and the high demand from collectors, can be graded in a variety of states, from good to mint state. The higher the grade, the higher the coin's value. Coins that are graded 65 or higher can see dramatic price increases, especially when combined with the die varieties or errors we've discussed. Now, let's shift gears and talk about the market for rare coins. In recent years, interest in coin collecting has surged, with people from all walks of life seeking out rare and valuable coins as both an investment and a hobby. The 1982 one dime is part of this trend, with collectors and investors alike hoping to secure a piece of history while capitalizing on the growing demand for rare coins. As with any investment, the key is to educate yourself, understand the market trends, and be patient. It's not uncommon for collectors to hold on to their coins for years, sometimes even decades, before seeing the full return on their investment. The 1982 dime has proven to be a good example of this. Its value has increased steadily over the years, and the rarity of certain varieties ensures that this coin will remain in demand for the foreseeable future. Now, let's talk about the jaw-dropping figure that many collectors and investors have been waiting for. You might be asking yourself, just how much could a rare 1982 dime be worth today? Well, if you're holding on to one of these rare, high-grade 1982 dimes with the right die variety or minting error, you could be looking at a price of up to $117,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, a single 1982 dime could fetch this staggering amount at auction. Of course, this depends on the coin's condition, rarity, and demand at the time of sale. But the fact remains, a coin worth 10 cents could turn into a small fortune for the right collector. As we wrap up today's video, it's clear that the 1982 one dime is far more than just a piece of pocket change. From its fascinating die varieties to its role in American numismatic history, it's a coin that deserves attention from both casual collectors and serious investors alike. And if you happen to have one of these rare 1982 dimes in your collection, or even tucked away in a drawer somewhere, it might be time to take a closer look. It could be worth more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching today's video. If you found this information valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We'll be back with more tips and insights on rare coins and other fascinating collectibles. See you next time. Top 2 Coin of USA one dime. Today, we're embarking on a fascinating journey into the story of the 2005 D Roosevelt dime, a coin that may seem ordinary but holds a remarkable tale. Did you know that one of these coins was recently valued at $201,000? That's right, this humble dime could be worth more than some homes. So, sit back and relax as we dive deep into the history, unique features, and surprising value of this extraordinary coin. Let's start with the basics. The Roosevelt dime has been a part of American coinage since 1946. Its introduction marked a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the nation through some of its most challenging times, including the Great Depression and World War II. The design, featuring Roosevelt's profile on the obverse, is iconic. Yet, what makes the 2005 D mint special? For that, we need to understand a bit about how coins are made and the errors that can occur during production. Every year, millions of dimes are struck at the United States Mint's facilities in Philadelphia and Denver. The D on the 2005 D dime indicates it was minted in Denver. The process of coin production involves high-speed machinery, where blanks are fed into presses, and dies strike the designs onto the metal. Even with today's advanced technology, no system is perfect. Sometimes, errors happen. These errors, though unintentional, are what makes certain coins so valuable to collectors. Imagine a die slipping slightly during the striking process, causing a misaligned design. Or think of doubling, where the die impresses the design twice in slightly different positions, creating a fascinating and collectible effect. These minting errors are what transform a common dime into a rare treasure. The 2005 D dime is particularly famous for such anomalies, and collectors across the country are always on the lookout for them. Let's take a closer look at some specific errors that can appear on the 2005 D Roosevelt dime. One of the most sought after is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is imprinted more than once, but the impressions don't perfectly overlap. You might notice this doubling around Roosevelt's profile, in the lettering, or along the edges of the torch on the reverse. The doubling creates a striking, almost three-dimensional effect that makes these coins highly desirable. Another fascinating error is the misaligned die strike. This happens when the dies used to stamp the coin are not perfectly aligned. On a misaligned 2005 D dime, you might see that one side of the coin has a proper design, while the other side is slightly off-center. These errors are easily spotted and are a favorite among collectors, but not all valuable 2005 D dimes are due to errors. Sometimes, the coin's condition alone is enough to make it special. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless specimen. A dime that has been carefully preserved in mint condition, without any scratches, wear, or tarnish, can command a high price even without errors. If you're lucky enough to find a pristine 2005 D dime, you might have a valuable piece on your hands. Now, let's talk about the collector's market and why coins like these are so highly prized. The world of coin collecting, also known as numismatics, is filled with enthusiasts who appreciate the history, artistry, and rarity of coins. For collectors, each coin tells a story. The 2005 D Roosevelt dime, with its potential for errors and its relatively recent history, has become a modern-day legend. Over the years, auction houses and private sales have seen these dimes fetch astonishing prices. What drives such high values? First, it's the rarity. The fewer error coins that exist, the more collectors are willing to pay. Second, it's the condition. A high-grade, uncirculated 2005 D dime is already valuable, but when paired with a unique error, it becomes a must-have for serious collectors. Finally, it's the story. Coins with intriguing backstories, like those with rare errors, capture the imagination of buyers. If you're wondering whether you might own one of these rare dimes, there are a few steps you can take to find out. First, examine your 2005 D dimes closely. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the details of the design. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or other anomalies. Pay close attention to the torch, the lettering, and Roosevelt's face. If anything looks unusual, you might have a special coin. Next, consider the coin's condition. Does it look brand new, as if it's never been used? Or does it show signs of wear and tear? Even a rare error coin can lose value if it's heavily circulated. If your dime appears to be in excellent condition, it might be worth having it professionally graded. Coin grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, can evaluate your coin and provide an official certification of its grade. This certification can significantly increase its value. Let's take a moment to reflect on why coins like the 2005 D Roosevelt dime captivate our interest. Part of it is the thrill of discovery. Finding a rare coin in your change or a forgotten jar feels like unearthing a hidden treasure. Another part is the connection to history. Coins are a tangible link to the past, carrying the stories of the people and events they represent. And, of course, there's the financial aspect. The idea that a dime could be worth $201,000 is both astonishing and exciting. As we near the end of our journey, it's worth revisiting the incredible value of the 2005 D Roosevelt dime. One particular specimen, featuring a significant error and in pristine condition, was recently appraised at $201,000. That's the power of rarity, condition, and a passionate collector's market. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you've enjoyed this exploration of the 2005 D Roosevelt dime and its fascinating story. Don't forget to check your pocket change. Who knows, you might just discover a treasure of your own. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Until next time, happy collecting. Top 3 USA Coin, where we delve into the incredible stories behind everyday objects, focusing on the world of coins and their fascinating hidden histories. Today, we're spotlighting the 2014 P Roosevelt dime. At first glance, this coin might seem ordinary, just another 10 cents to add to your pocket change. But as we'll uncover, this dime is anything but ordinary. Stick with us until the end, and you'll discover why one of these dimes was appraised at an astonishing $202,000. Yes, you heard that correctly, a dime worth $202,000. To understand what makes this coin so special, we must first look at its origins. The Roosevelt dime has been a cornerstone of American coinage since its introduction in 1946. It replaced the Mercury dime, which had been in circulation for 3 decades. The Roosevelt dime was designed to honor President Franklin D. Roosevelt, a leader who not only guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II but also played a pivotal role in founding the March of Dimes campaign to combat polio. The design, featuring Roosevelt's profile on the obverse and a torch flanked by olive and oak branches on the reverse, is a fitting tribute to his legacy. Fast forward to 2014, and the Roosevelt dime continued its run as a staple of everyday transactions. The P on the 2014 P dime signifies that it was minted at the Philadelphia Mint. Philadelphia is the oldest of the U.S. Mint's facilities, producing coins since 1792. In 2014 alone, the Philadelphia Mint struck billions of coins, including millions of dimes. Yet, among this vast production run, certain coins stand out due to their rarity, condition, or unique errors, and the 2014 P dime is no exception. To truly appreciate the value of the 2014 P Roosevelt dime, we need to understand the minting process and the errors that can arise. Modern coin production is a marvel of precision engineering. Blanks, or planchets, are fed into high-speed presses where dies stamp the designs onto the metal. These dies, crafted with meticulous detail, ensure that every coin produced meets strict quality standards. However, no system is perfect. Even with today's advanced technology, occasional errors occur. These errors, whether they involve misaligned dies, doubled designs, or die cracks, create coins that are both rare and highly desirable to collectors. One of the most sought-after errors on the 2014 P dime is the double die error. This occurs when the die strikes the coin multiple times without perfect alignment, resulting in a doubling effect on the design. On a 2014 P dime, you might notice this doubling on Roosevelt's profile, in the lettering, or along the details of the torch on the reverse. The effect is subtle but unmistakable, adding an extra layer of intrigue to the coin. Another fascinating error is the misaligned die strike. In this case, the obverse and reverse designs are not perfectly aligned, creating a noticeable shift in the imagery. This type of error is relatively easy to spot and has become a favorite among collectors. Similarly, coins with die cracks, tiny lines or breaks in the design caused by damage to the die, are also highly prized. While errors play a significant role in a coin's value, they're not the only factor. Condition is equally important. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, uncirculated coin. A 2014 P dime in pristine condition, free from scratches, wear, or tarnish, is already valuable. When combined with a rare error, its worth can skyrocket. If you're fortunate enough to find such a coin, you could be holding a small fortune in the palm of your hand. The market for collectible coins, also known as numismatics, is driven by a combination of rarity, demand, and historical significance. Collectors are always on the lookout for unique pieces to add to their collections. The 2014 P Roosevelt dime, with its potential for errors and its relatively recent minting, has garnered significant attention in the numismatic community. Auction houses and online marketplaces regularly feature these dimes, with some fetching jaw-dropping prices. You might be wondering how to determine if your 2014 P dime is valuable. The first step is to examine it closely. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe to inspect the details. Look for signs of doubling, misalignment, or other anomalies in the design. Pay particular attention to Roosevelt's face, the torch, and the lettering. If you notice anything unusual, you might have a special coin. Once you've identified a potential rarity, consider having it professionally graded. Trusted grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can provide an official evaluation of your coin's condition and authenticity. A certified grade not only verifies the coin's value but also makes it more appealing to buyers and collectors. As we explore the allure of the 2014 P dime, it's important to consider the broader context of coin collecting. Coins are more than just currency, they're pieces of history, each with its own story to tell. The Roosevelt dime, in particular, represents a legacy of resilience, progress, and service. For collectors, owning a piece of that legacy is a way to connect with the past while investing in the future. Now, let's address the highlight of today's video, the incredible value of the 2014 P Roosevelt dime. One particular specimen, featuring a rare error and in impeccable condition, was recently appraised at $202,000. Yes, a dime, worth $202,000. This remarkable valuation is a testament to the power of rarity and the enduring appeal of collectible coins. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the fascinating world of the 2014 P Roosevelt dime. We hope this video has inspired you to take a closer look at the coins in your pocket. Who knows? You might discover a treasure hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories about the hidden value of everyday objects. Until next time, happy collecting! Top 4 coin to today's deep dive into one of the most intriguing coins in modern American numismatics, the USA 1988 5 cents. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's simply fascinated by the world of rare coins, this particular piece holds a special place in the hearts of collectors nationwide. Today, we'll be exploring what makes this coin so remarkable, the unique history behind its production, the factors that contribute to its value, and why it has become one of the most sought-after coins in the market. In the world of coin collecting, there are pieces that are remembered for their historical significance, their rarity, or their design. The 1988 5 cents is one of those coins that stands out in the crowd. But before we dive into its rarity and value, let's take a closer look at the history of the 1988 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, and why it's more than just pocket change. The United States Mint has been producing nickels since the early 19th century, but the 1988 version has a story all its own. By the time 1988 rolled around, the U.S. Mint had already been producing the current design of the nickel for decades. The Jefferson nickel, designed by Felix Schlag, had been in circulation since 1938 and continued to be the standard design through the late 20th century. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, while the reverse depicts Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. In 1988, the coin itself was largely unremarkable, at least in terms of its design. However, what was truly remarkable about the 1988 nickel wasn't so much its design, but rather its production and the role it would play in the world of numismatics. What many people may not realize is that certain versions of the 1988 nickel are incredibly rare, making them extremely valuable in today's market. Let's start by discussing the rarity of the 1988 nickel. While the design of the nickel remained consistent in 1988, a critical production error occurred that would change the future of this coin. The minting process for the 1988 nickel was not flawless, and a limited number of these coins were struck with an unusual characteristic. This flaw, what some would call an error coin, wasn't immediately noticeable to the casual observer, but to experienced collectors, it was a huge discovery. It was the discovery of these rare error coins that set the 1988 nickel apart from its counterparts. The most notable error involved a slight misalignment during the minting process, resulting in some 1988 nickels being struck with a unique set of features. In some cases, the date and other design elements were distorted, creating a visual anomaly that immediately caught the attention of collectors. Though the error wasn't widespread, its occurrence was enough to generate significant interest. Once these coins entered circulation, many went unnoticed by the general public. However, savvy numismatists quickly began to recognize the value of these error coins, and their price began to rise, while error coins are rare by nature, they're not the only factor contributing to the 1988 nickel's allure. The rarity of the 1988 nickel is also a result of the overall demand for coins from the late 20th century. As time goes on, certain years and mints become more coveted by collectors, and 1988 has become one of those years. Now that we've touched on the rarity of the 1988 nickel, it's time to discuss its value. Coins in general derive their value from a combination of factors, and the 1988 nickel is no exception. As with most rare coins, its value is heavily influenced by three key elements: rarity, condition, and demand. The rarer a coin is, the higher its potential value. Similarly, coins in mint condition or those that have been well preserved will fetch a higher price in the market. Finally, the demand for the coin, driven by collectors, investors, and enthusiasts, plays a significant role in determining its market price. In the case of the 1988 nickel, the rare error coins, particularly those in mint or near mint condition, have reached impressive prices in auctions and private sales. In recent years, some of the most sought-after 1988 error coins have sold for as much as $159,000, a price that reflects both their rarity and the strong demand for such unique pieces in the numismatic community. The price of these coins fluctuates based on market conditions, but the potential for owning a coin that could be worth such a substantial sum is what drives collectors to seek out the 1988 nickel. However, it's important to note that not all 1988 nickels are worth this much. The error coins, especially those in pristine condition and with clear visible flaws that distinguish them from standard 1988 nickels, are the ones that command the highest prices. A regular, non-error 1988 nickel is typically worth only a few cents above its face value, making it important for collectors to identify which versions of the 1988 nickel are worth more. For collectors hoping to identify a 1988 nickel that might be worth a considerable sum, it's essential to familiarize oneself with the specific characteristics of the error coins. These error coins often feature unusual design misalignments, such as distorted numbers or overlapping images, and some even have distinctive edge features that make them stand out from the typical 1988 nickel. Having your coins graded and authenticated by a professional numismatist is an important step in ensuring that you are dealing with an authentic and valuable piece. So, why has the 1988 nickel captured the attention of so many collectors? The answer lies in its combination of rarity, historical significance, and unique characteristics. As with all rare coins, the 1988 nickel offers collectors the thrill of discovery, the possibility of a significant financial return, and the pride of owning a piece of American history. For those who find one of these error coins, the value can be substantial. Some of these coins have sold for as much as $159,000, which is a remarkable amount for a coin that, at first glance, may seem relatively mundane. But beyond its financial worth, the 1988 nickel offers something deeper for those who collect coins not just for profit, but for passion. It's a tangible connection to the past, a reminder of the intricate processes that go into minting U.S. currency, and a symbol of the fascinating world of numismatics. For collectors, this is what makes coins like the 1988 nickel so captivating. In conclusion, the 1 dime USA in 1988 5 cents, particularly those with rare production errors, has proven to be one of the most intriguing and valuable coins in modern American numismatics. Its rarity, coupled with the high demand among collectors and investors, has resulted in a price tag as high as $159,000 for certain pieces in mint condition. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a curious newcomer to the world of coin collecting, the 1988 nickel serves as a reminder of how history, rarity, and a touch of luck can combine to create a treasure worth far more than face value. If you're lucky enough to own a 1988 nickel with a rare error, or if you happen upon one in the future, make sure to handle it with care and consider getting it professionally graded. It could be worth far more than you ever expected. Thank you for watching, and be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content on rare coins and numismatic discoveries. Happy collecting! Top 5 Coin of USA. Today's exploration of a remarkable piece of American numismatics, the USA 2016 5-cent coin. While many people think of coins as mere pocket change, some pieces carry immense historical, cultural, and financial value. Today, we'll dive into the fascinating world of the 2016 nickel, a coin that may seem unassuming at first glance, but holds intriguing stories and potential value that many collectors and investors have come to appreciate. Before we dive deep into the specifics of the 2016 5-cent coin, let's briefly discuss the history behind the nickel itself. The 5-cent coin, often referred to as a nickel, has been part of American currency since the 19th century. Over the years, it has undergone several design changes, and each iteration has brought something unique to the table. The 2016 5-cent coin is no different. The most notable feature of this particular nickel is its continuation of the long-standing Jefferson design. Featuring Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, on the obverse and Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia home, on the reverse, the 2016 version continues this legacy that began in 1938. But as with most coins, the story of the 2016 5-cent coin goes beyond its design. It is essential to understand why this coin is so significant to collectors and investors alike. To understand its value and rarity, we need to take a closer look at the minting process, the unique features that make this specific coin stand out, and the factors that contribute to its worth in the marketplace. The 2016 5-cent coin was minted in large quantities. Like other years, the U.S. Mint produced millions of these coins to satisfy the demand for change in circulation. As a result, the regular 2016 nickels you might find in your pocket today are not necessarily valuable beyond their face value. However, certain characteristics set some of these coins apart. In particular, some nickels from 2016 have certain distinguishing features, such as rare errors or unique production marks, that have made them highly sought after by collectors. The production of coins is a meticulous process, but even the most carefully crafted minting process is not immune to occasional errors. The 2016 nickel is no exception. Some versions of the 2016 5-cent coin were struck with subtle but significant production mistakes that would go unnoticed by the untrained eye but have caught the attention of numismatists. These error coins can include things like misalignments, die cracks, or double strikes. These imperfections are precisely what make certain versions of the 2016 nickel far more valuable than their standard counterparts. Now, let's talk about rarity. It's crucial to understand that rarity is one of the key factors that contribute to a coin's value. In the case of the 2016 5-cent coin, it's not the general circulation coins that hold much value, but rather the rare varieties with production flaws. For example, a 2016 nickel that was incorrectly struck with a double die may be worth significantly more than a well-circulated one, simply because of its scarcity. These rare varieties are far fewer in number, making them highly desirable to collectors. Another aspect that makes the 2016 5-cent coin intriguing is the historical context in which it was minted. While the design of the coin has remained largely the same for several decades, coins minted during certain years often gain significance due to the events or trends occurring in the country at the time. The year 2016, for example, saw the end of President Obama's second term, the ongoing impact of technological advancements on the U.S. economy, and various political and cultural shifts. For many collectors, coins minted in a particular year can serve as a snapshot of that time in history, and the 2016 5-cent coin is no different. Now, let's turn our attention to the value of the 2016 5-cent coin. As with any collectible, the value of a coin depends on several factors, including its rarity, condition, and demand. When it comes to rare coins like the 2016 nickel, condition is critical. A coin that has been kept in pristine condition, with little to no signs of wear, is worth significantly more than one that has been circulated for years. The better the condition, the higher the potential price. For a coin like the 2016 5-cent coin, a rare error or variant in mint condition can be worth far more than its face value. For example, certain error coins from the 2016 series have been sold at auction for impressive sums. In some cases, well-preserved, error-free coins have been valued at as much as $209,000. This substantial price reflects not only the rarity of the coin but also the demand from collectors and investors who are always on the lookout for unique pieces to add to their portfolios. Of course, it's important to note that not every 2016 5-cent coin will reach such high prices. Coins that show significant wear or are not part of the rare error series are typically worth only their face value. But for those who are lucky enough to find one of the rare, high-quality error coins, the potential for financial gain is certainly there. The demand for error coins, particularly those from years with historically significant minting mistakes, is high among both novice and expert collectors alike. As we wrap up our exploration of the 2016 5-cent coin, it's important to keep in mind the broader context of coin collecting. For many, the value of a coin isn't purely financial, it's also about the history, the craftsmanship, and the story behind the coin. The 2016 nickel, with its historical ties to Thomas Jefferson and its place in the evolution of U.S. currency, is more than just a piece of metal. It is a reflection of American heritage, a piece of history that tells a story of the times in which it was minted. For those who are interested in numismatics, the world of rare coins offers endless possibilities for discovery and investment. The 2016 5-cent coin serves as a reminder that even the most humble of coins can hold tremendous value. Whether you're just starting your collection or are a seasoned numismatist, this coin could very well be the perfect addition to your portfolio. If you happen to find a 2016 nickel in your pocket, take a moment to inspect it. While most will be worth only 5 cents, you may be lucky enough to come across a rare variety that could fetch thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. The value of a coin like the 2016 5-cent coin can be incredibly high, with certain rare pieces reaching a price of $209,000. As with any valuable coin, it's essential to have it professionally graded to determine its authenticity and value. If you suspect that your 2016 5-cent coin may be a rare variety, don't hesitate to seek out a trusted numismatist or coin dealer to get an expert opinion. Thank you for joining us today as we explored the fascinating world of the USA 2016 5-cent coin. Whether you're collecting for the love of history or as an investment, this coin represents a unique part of American currency that deserves attention. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating insights into the world of rare coins. Happy collecting, and remember to keep your eyes peeled for those hidden gems.